2000 Maniacs is a 1964 Southern exploitation horror movie, often known as Hicksploitation, that tells the story of how a group of northern tourists becomes the targets of sadistic southern locals.
I reckon we got ourselves a making of the barbecue.
And here are 5 reasons you should watch this movie. Reason number 1, detour. Now, the movie begins when we see northern tourists passing through the state of Georgia when they spot a detour sign, a sign that leads them to a small town known as Pleasant Valley. Now, they are wined and dined and treated as guests of honor for the town's centennial celebration. The people are nice and they are treated with the finest that the town has to offer. However, this detour sign is not placed there by road agencies, but rather by some of the Pleasant Valley's locals. Locals with very sinister intentions.
What'd you say?
She don't want to miss the barbecue.
Oh, boy, if she ain't there ain't gonna be no barbecue.
Reason number 2, centennial.
Friends here in Pleasant Valley are celebrating a little old centennial. Yes, sir, we are.
Now, as guests of honor, our northern tourists are there to share in the festivities of the locals for the weekend. But this whole guest of honor business is actually a ruse to lure our northerners to this town, only to be brutally slaughtered. You see, about 100 years ago, Pleasant Valley was decimated when a group of Union soldiers during the Civil War killed all of the townspeople. And now the spirits of the slaughtered are back to spill Yankee blood as payback for what took place in the past.
Got a 6 Yankees, and boy, we're gonna have a centennial celebration to make old Robert E. Lee himself proud.
Reason number 3, fun and games.
Betcha I could pitch in them major leagues.
And part of being the guest of honor in Pleasant Valley is getting a front row seat to the games and contests during its centennial. But unbeknownst to our northern tourists, these are no ordinary games. They are deadly traps that are meant to maim, torture, and eventually kill our tourists. A game of marksmanship turns into a sadistic trap where when one of the locals hit the bullseye, it allows a giant boulder to fall and crush on the body of our tourists. And if you're looking for companionship, don't let these southerners fool you. What looks to be a weekend rendezvous turns out to be an ambush that could cost both an arm and a leg. Reason number 4, the blood. Now, for a 1960s movie, this movie doesn't skip on the blood. In fact, this movie had to be toned down before being released. But if you get the Blu-ray, you get to see all of the goriest pieces that this movie has to offer. I mean, there's one scene where a guy gets put into a barrel and the locals run spikes into the inside of the barrel and push him downhill. That means that while rolling downhill, he is constantly being impaled by spikes.
Doggone it, this ain't the best centennial anybody ever had.
Reason number 5, realism.
I know you two are sweet on each other. We're sort of hoping that we can have an engagement party as a climax to the centennial.
While the 1960s gore and production quality does give off a certain vibe, what makes this movie work is how real it feels. There's nothing stopping you or I from ending up in a small town where everyone wants to kill you. Also, the actors portraying the locals don't behave like extras who are actors. No, they behave like real people. And to me, that's the scary part, because actors tend to give off an evil facial expression when doing evil things on camera. But these people look normal. And while doing their evil deeds, it feels like they truly believe that what they're doing is fun and morally upright. I mean, hacking off a woman's finger is just as normal as drinking a bottle of water. Most importantly, this movie takes place not in a dark setting or at night, but in broad daylight. I mean, there's nothing more creepy than a person doing their evil deed while having no sense of guilt. And that, my friend, is absolutely scary.
Why, yeah, we gonna provide the tricks, and them folks up there, they gonna provide the treats.
Now, in the end, 2000 Maniacs is a treat to watch. It has this tone that is unsettling. Yes, there are 2 remakes which are better in overall story. However, they don't come close to the creepy nature of the 1964 original. I mean, the crimes and the people look and feel real. I don't know if the terrible acting was intentional, but it benefited the movie. Now, a big reason the lower quality acting benefited this movie is because it's primarily carried by the acting chops of Mayor Earl Buckman's actor, Talkius Blank. He is the leader of Pleasant Valley. His carefree attitude makes everything in this movie scarier. Being a Southerner, I've seen people that look and sound just like him. And to me, that's frightening. And until next time, when CED talks horror.
I got kind of a nasty feeling he'll be back.